ladies, I'm so excited to be sharing this training with you tonight. Exercise is something that I'm hugely passionate about, and actually just the other day I was at the gym with my husband. We don't actually work out together that often, but when we do, I'm the one that usually designs the little exercise routine that we do. And afterwards he was like, you know, you can really see how passionate you are about fitness when I watch you working out at the gym. And it just gave me the idea to come on and do this training with you guys tonight. And before I get into the training, I just wanted to share with you my postpartum fitness journey and how I got to where I am today. And yeah, so I'll just dive into that, then I'll introduce myself, and then I will give you today's training. So, 2 years ago today is when I had my daughter. So it is her birthday today, and tomorrow is my birthday. So also in honor of our birthdays, I'm going to just call it the birthday month, and I will be sharing something really special with you that I'll be giving away at the end of tonight's live. So, like I said, 2 years ago today is one of the most joyous days of my entire life when my baby girl was born. But it was also a really difficult time because I had an unplanned C-section. And although I knew that it was a possibility that I would have a C-section, I didn't prepare myself for it because I just always thought that I would have a natural birth and kind of had that idea in my head that I was going to have a natural birth. Or at least try to have one, and it got to the point where I couldn't even try in the end. So it was a little bit upsetting, a little bit relief as well, because I had worked up what labor was going to be like so much in my mind. So yeah, and not even just the fact of having a C-section, but also afterwards, sitting in a hospital room, I had a bad reaction to the medication, and then having the feelings like I had missed out on having a natural birth and trying to deal with those feelings, trying to navigate this new postpartum world with, you know, taking care of, unselfishly taking care of a little beautiful human being, and am I doing the right things, along with having to physically recover from a C-section, which I was not prepared for at all. I did not realize how much pain I was going to be in. I did not realize how difficult it was going to be to get up and walk that first time. But yeah, let's flash forward, you know, to, let's say, 6 to 8 weeks later, when you get the okay to exercise again. I honestly still didn't feel comfortable to start exercising again. Number one, you know, I didn't know how because of my background in kinesiology and health sciences and health coaching and yoga instructor, you know, all of those things. I knew exactly what I needed to do, but I wasn't doing it. Number one, because I was afraid I was going to do permanent damage to my body, because I didn't know enough about C-sections at that time to know if what I thought I should start doing was the right way to start exercising again. And I also felt really sad. And if I look back on it now, I feel like I was mourning my pre-pregnancy body. I was so sad to the point where I avoided looking at myself in the mirror because I didn't want to see that little pooch that was there, because I didn't even have the energy. I was so exhausted. I couldn't even muster up. There's nothing in me that was saying, you gotta start losing the pregnancy weight, until I hit a turning point. And it was at that turning point, for me, it took having to go out and buy bigger clothes because I didn't fit into my maternity clothes. I 100% didn't fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes, and I had to go out and buy a few pieces of clothing that was bigger than I was used to wearing. And that was my turning point, because I realized that I didn't want that. It was sort of like a fear of having to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe filled with bigger clothes that stopped me in my tracks and said, Jacqueline, you gotta do something about this now. That turning point is why I'm sitting here in front of you today doing this training, because I used all of my skills, all of my background, and created a bulletproof plan that I followed to a T. So that was at about the 3-month postpartum mark. And if you've been following me for a while, I claim, which is truth, that at 4 months postpartum, I was able to fit back into my pre-pregnancy jeans. I still had a muffin top. It takes time, but I could do up the button. And for me, that was enough to keep me going. So I'm going to share with you the exercise part of that plan. Yes, to lose the pregnancy weight, it 100% takes more than just exercise. It takes more than just diet. It takes motivational tactics. It takes mindset strategies. That whole package together is what's going to get you to the other side. But exercise and diet are a huge part of it. And because I'm so passionate about exercise, and it's my birthday month, then for the month of March, every single training I'll be coming on, same time, same station, giving you a little bit more of a piece to the puzzle with regards to exercise and I'll be giving you the postpartum fitness formula over the next 4 weeks. And today I'm going to share with you the outline of what that is. So before I get into it, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jacqueline Strempel, and I help new moms lose the pregnancy weight and feel more like themselves again without having to go and splurge on an expensive gym membership, without having to create recipes that call for ingredients that you've never heard of before, and most importantly, without having to feel guilty for taking some of that time to work on yourself. So, as I promised, I'm giving you today an outline of my postpartum fitness formula, which is the exact steps that I used, that bulletproof plan that I told you that I created for myself, that I followed to a T, and I was able to, in 1 month, fit back into my pre-pregnancy jeans at 4 months postpartum. Is 3 years postpartum too early to start? Nice one, Lindsay. It's never too early or too late to start, I guess would be my answer to that one. So here is my step-by-step plan for those of you, and by the way, what I wrote in the description above, and you may have seen it in the event, every single one of those bullet points that I said, if you can relate to any of these sentences, at one point or another in my postpartum journey, I was able to relate to every single one of those points. So yeah, before we get into it, let me know in the comments below which of those points you most related to, and which way you gave birth. Did you give birth naturally or by cesarean? And maybe tell us a little bit behind the story, like I did in the beginning of this video. So, step 1 in the postpartum fitness formula is to start with restorative movements. Now, to be honest with you, like Lindsay mentioned, is 3 years too early, 3 years postpartum. If you haven't started exercising yet, it doesn't matter how long ago you gave birth, you should 100% start with restorative movements. And why do I say that? Because those muscles of your pelvic floor, lower abdominal region, and diaphragm weakened from carrying a baby 8, 9, 10 months, for some of us even less than that, for some of us even more than that. Plus, add on to that the fact that you went through labor. Every single one of our stories is different when it comes to that. And some people had to, on top of the labor, also go through surgery via an emergency C-section. And some other moms had a cesarean right off the bat. No matter where you are on your postpartum journey, and I laugh, sorry, because of Lindsay's comment earlier, you 100% should start with doing restorative movements. And even if you have started exercising again, but you never did the restorative movements, I would add those into your routine now on a daily basis. They're very simple to do, and what they're going to do is strengthen those muscles that weakened from carrying a baby, going through labor, and having surgery. And the thing is a lot of moms have asked me, how do you tone that tummy? Well, to be honest with you, if you have not done your restorative exercises, then there's a huge possibility that you will never be able to tone your tummy. Because how can you strengthen those muscles on the outside if the muscles, the deeper muscles, I'm talking about, the superficial layer of your skin that you can see when I say outside, when those superficial, deeper layers are weak? Just think about it. You can't. Step 2 in the postpartum fitness formula is to do fat burning exercises, and the best fat burning exercises to start with is to get yourself an awesome walking plan. And you think straight away when I say fat burning, you think like high intensity sweat, exhaustion, all of that, and it doesn't have to be like that. One of the best, most gentle, non-weight bearing exercises to do, okay, there is a little bit of weight that you are bearing when you're walking, but walking is the best way to burn that fat. It gets your heart rate right in that fat burning zone. That's exactly where you want it to be. And that is the first step, after you've done those restorative exercises, or even at the same time, start walking, because that is going to help you burn the fat. And that is what you need to do in the first stages. And that's all. And it's really gentle and it's slow, and there is no quick fix, especially if you want to do it in the most natural, holistic way possible, which means you won't regain the weight afterwards because you did it the right way. Step 3 in the postpartum fitness formula is to start doing some exercises to help strengthen your body again. Get your entire body strong and energized and feeling great and fantastic again without putting any unwanted pressure on your core. So that means you should not be doing sit-ups. You shouldn't be doing jumping in the stages. You shouldn't be doing any heavy weightlifting in that stage, but just generally getting yourself strong again, building up your strength. One of the exercises that I recommend, which is what I've designed, is exercises where you're using your own body weight and doing a bit of HIIT training as well. And HIIT training is awesome because it's also a fat burning exercise. So it's going to build up your strength and help you shed off that fat at the same time. And the last step is the step where you can finally then start leveling up your fitness game. You can start adding in those jumps, start adding in those crunches as long as you feel comfortable doing them, and really just, start getting a great exercise routine into your life to help you just maintain it. So that is the outline for the postpartum fitness formula, which is module 2 from my 90-day program, the New Mama Makeover Method. And because it's my birthday month, it's my daughter's birthday today, it's my birthday tomorrow, in celebration or in honor of that, I am giving you that module. So if you would like to have access to that course, literally it's an email course, so it's the postpartum fitness formula email course. It's my module 2 from my 90-day program. I'm giving it to you for free in honor of my birthday, and it's going to show you how to do each one of those steps that I just outlined. So if you want to get your hands on that, you can either say, please send me the link, or in the comments in the description above, there's a link for you to sign up to get your hands on that. And it will be available for the whole month of March. I'm not sure if I'm going to extend it or not at this point, because I take everything month by month and reevaluate how things are going and see if I make any changes to what I'm doing. But because I love exercise and it's my birthday, I want to give it to you for free. So again, sign up at the link in the comments or the description above, or if you have any questions about anything that I spoke about or anything that may be a little bit more specific to your current situation, then please let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as you can. And feel free to share this video if you feel like it could help your friends and family. Then please feel free to share it to your page or your profile, or tag your mom friends in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same station. Again, it's all about exercise for the month of March, postpartum exercise. And next week I'm going to speak to you a little bit more about how to fit exercise into your already busy mom schedule. I have spoken about this before, but I feel like it's a really important part of it because that is the biggest thing for us moms, is trying to find the time to just do it all. So that's what I'll be speaking about next week. Till then, take care of yourself, mama. Bye!